This quarter we're going to be working on ladder throws. We're going to do single firefighter and 2 firefighter throws. Just want to get comfortable with those ladders. If you have an apparatus that has a 28 and a 35, I challenge you to get those out as well. Get comfortable with them. We'll be talking about different carries and just different types of throws. There's a million ways to throw a ladder. At the end of the day, we don't care how you do it as long as you can do it quickly and effectively. So we'll get into that. When getting your ladder off the rig, pull it out part way. You want to try to be you're looking for your middle point. You want to find your balance point. And then obviously you want the feet out ahead of you. So it's usually about 5 rounds in. Grab your ladder. So when carrying ladders on the fire ground, I prefer a low shoulder carry. The advantage of that is I can bring my tool set with me, whether it's irons, a hook, a saw, whatever it may be. If you're doing a high shoulder carry, it's going to take a lot more strength and stamina. You're basically committed to just carrying the ladder without tools. So I'm going to be walking around the building, sizing it up, figuring out where I need to throw to. Once I find that spot, I can get rid of my tools, just toss them down. From here, I'm going to do a low shoulder throw, so I'm going to drop it down to my knee and basically just set it up. Once I have it good and sturdy, foot up against it with my knee, I can start raising. When you're pulling down on the halyard, I want you to pull straight down, not back, not to the side. We want to keep this thing going straight up. Little tip and trick, if you want, get the 24 foot out. Just practice going up a couple clicks, holding it in place, go up a couple more until it's fully extended, just to try to figure out the balance of the ladder. It's a lot of finesse. So like I said, once you got your spot picked out, I like to be facing the building with the fly section in. This is going to allow me to raise the halyard and just kind of look up and estimate how high I need to raise the ladder to get it into place. Once I ladder the building, I just flip it, fly out. That's how we throw ladders. So that's how you want the finished thing to be, just fly section out. So like I said, fly section's in right now. We want that fly section out. All you have to do, one turn. Good to go. Next, we're gonna be working on the high shoulder throw. So for this throw, I'm not super tall. I like to kind of cheat up on the ladder a little bit. It's all about angles, and so that's gonna help it, especially on concrete. When I get my butt on the ground, it's not gonna slide out on me, so I can just kind of plant it. So what I do is I cheat up on it, and then I pull down and pop it up at the same time. From there, go ahead and raise. Ladder is using the building as a footing. What you're going to want to do is set the ladder with the bed section down, fly on top. When you raise this ladder, you want to come here, use the beams. Do not use the rungs. Use the beams is going to keep it a steady raise. If you use the rungs, it'll kind of go from side to side and have a chance of losing it. Next, we're going to be doing a 2-person flat raise. So what we're going to do is we're going to carry this ladder to where we want to position it. What's going to happen is we're going to lay it down, fly section down, and then I'm going to get on the bottom rung, and he's going to help raise. Making sure no overhead obstructions, things like that, obviously. Good. Good. Next, we're going to do a 2 firefighter beam raise. Instances where you might need to use this is like overhead obstructions, power lines in the way, you can't do a flat raise. If it's a tight alley, something like that, you need to get that ladder up. Beam raise is going to be your way to go. So I'll be on the foot of this ladder. What I'm going to do is when I figure out my spot, I'm going to drop the foot of it, put my foot there so it don't slide out, and he'll raise the ladder on the beam. Ready? Good?
Good.
A few last things I want to touch on is ladder positioning. If you're throwing a ladder for a rescue or egress, you're going to want to go to the bottom of the sill. What I like to do is snug it up underneath the sill. It's going to help keep that ladder stabilized and in place. If you're going to be going for ventilation, remember you're going to be going upwind. Top of the window is where you want the tip of the ladder to be. And remember, we're not breaking glass and taking windows unless ordered to do so because of flow path.